Hey everybody, Jay here, and I have a Blackboard tutorial for you today. We're going to focus specifically on how to copy quizzes from one Blackboard shell to another. So let's get right to it. Let's go to Blackboard. And I'm going to bring up our master shell in one tab. And then I'm also going to go ahead and bring up my demonstration shell that I'll be copying this into. I'm looking for fall 2017, section 004. 2017, very good year. Okay, so whenever you first log into your Blackboard course, just by default, it has nothing really in it. You're just going to have some stuff over here. And so step one is just to delete all that stuff. So I'm just going to delete the menu items I find because I want to copy in all the new stuff and I don't want to get confused by the old stuff. So I'm just going to delete this. It always asks if you want to delete it twice. Let me go ahead and delete that as well. Okay. All right, we're good. There are no items in this empty course. I'm ready to copy the new stuff into it. And so that's what this tab is all about. This is the COM 115 blended fall 2020 master shell. And so, and we want to copy everything. We want all the weekly folders. We want all of the assignments, the journals, the discussion boards, but most importantly, for the sake of this tutorial, we have some quizzes in here. In week 1, there's a syllabus quiz. It's got these instructions, and when you click on it, it takes you to this page. And when you click begin, you see this quiz is functioning properly. It's showing us the first question, and there's 5 questions total. Everything is as it should be. In addition to week number 1 having a quiz, here's the quiz previewed right there. There's also a academic integrity quiz in week 8. We see there's a couple of items here in week 8, but we need this academic integrity quiz to copy. And when we click begin, everything's ready. We see this quiz has 8 questions. And so let us begin the process of course copying. We need to go down to packages and utilities and click on course copy. We're going to leave this on default. And then on our destination course ID, we're going to select wherever we want this to go. And for me, as I've said, my demonstration course will be fall 2017. What was it? Section 4. Oh, I taught a lot of classes that semester. Which one is it? Oh, here's where it says the sections. 004. There we go. All right. This is the very first one. Okay, so we get that selected. We're good to go there. Now on these boxes, a lot of you are already old hands on copying courses, so just do what you're used to doing. I know that we want all of these, all the content areas. There aren't yet any announcements in the shell. You're going to create those announcements as you go through the semester, so you don't need those. There's discussion boards in there, I guess we want. I'm going to go ahead and click journals because I know that the self-evaluation portfolio is a journal. I don't see why we wouldn't want that. I don't think there's rubrics. If there are, you would select that. If we had like a kind of a cool banner or anything like that set up, we would click settings and banner. But the most important thing that we definitely do want is this: tests, surveys, and pools. Because tests is Blackboard's word for quizzes. And pools are where the questions of the quizzes live. And so we want that. I'm going to leave this the same. And I'm going to go ahead and click submit. Now, Blackboard gives me the notification that says success, course copy action queued. An email will be sent when the process is complete. Now, I have found that in my experience, sometimes this happens instantaneously. Sometimes it does not, depending on how much traffic there is on Blackboard and the alignment of the planets and such. As you can see, it's almost New Year's Eve the day I am recording this, and so I don't think there's likely to be very much traffic. So let's go over to my empty Blackboard shell and click refresh and see what happens. Hot dog. All right, we see all the stuff is in here. I also have this notification that says the master shell has been completely copied. Thank you, Blackboard. And close that. And we can see that all the stuff I asked for it to copy is now here. So this is actually where the tutorial begins, because what we'll find is there's a few more steps that need to be taken in order for the quizzes to work right, okay? So again, don't stop when you get to this point. There's a couple of things you really need to do. One of the things, of course, is to go through each of the folders and double check, make sure that the due dates are correct for the semester and year that it is, and that everything is working right and appearing in the order you want it to appear. But for the purposes of this tutorial, the thing we'll look at is the quizzes. So I'm going to go on week 1, and we see that there's only one item in this folder, and so that's why this tutorial is being made. Don't panic if the quiz doesn't appear to be there upon the completion of the copy. So just to show you what I mean, if we go back to the master shell and we go into the weekly folder for week 1, we see there are 2 items here, okay? The Go Bears and the syllabus quiz. And so we need to get that syllabus quiz into our new Blackboard shell. But the thing is, it is already there. We just need to make it display. So to do that, I'm going to hover over the Assessments button, and I'm going to click on Tests, which, as I mentioned, is Blackboard's word for quizzes. And you'll see that here it is right here, syllabus quiz, and the academic integrity quiz is here too for us to select. The reason that these are here in this existing test window is because we copied the pools and quizzes test when we course copied. So you do not have to create a new test from scratch, okay? This is really easy. All you need to do is click on syllabus quiz and then hit submit. Now it wants the link description and all of these settings. And so that's easy to get because here it is in the master shell. I'm actually just going to copy this with Control C, go over here and paste the remove formatting into the new shell. So it's got the instructions, the points possible. I want to double check this due date, make sure everything is right for my particular class and my semester. As we scroll on down, there's a couple of things we can do. There's no timer set for this quiz, although there is a timer set for the academic integrity quiz. So we'll do that in a second. We can set our due date the way we want it. Of course, we do want to include the test and grade center calculations. Hey, here's my email from Blackboard saying that this course is copied. Thanks, email. And a couple things we're going to change here is we're not displaying the questions all at once. We're going to go ahead and display the questions one at a time, and randomizing questions. This isn't a big deal, but it just helps prevent cheating. Now we should be able to just hit submit, and there we go. I'm going to click and drag and pull it up so that it looks like the again master shell, the 2 items. My personal Blackboard class 2 items were good. Now I can click on syllabus quiz, and there it is. Now there's one other troubleshooting thing I want to go ahead and tell you about at this point. When you click on begin, the test should begin without any problem, just as we see it doing here. It's displaying the first question. I see that there are 5 questions. Everything is great. But if you ever click on the quiz, and of course you do always want to check this before your students get to it, just to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. If you click on it and it says, hey, this quiz cannot be taken, this test cannot be taken because the test contains no questions, there is an easy fix for that as well. So if you click on it and it says the test contains no questions, just click on the down chevron and go to edit the test. Okay, and this is only if you have no questions here. We see that all the questions are successfully here in the quiz. But sometimes Blackboard gets angry and maybe they won't be there for you. So in that case, what you would do if it's not displaying any questions is very simply click on reuse questions. Again, you don't have to create anything from scratch, and we're not uploading anything from anywhere. We're reusing the old questions from the old pool. So you would just click on Find Questions, and it'll bring up this pop-up menu with their pools here. We've got the academic integrity pool of questions and the syllabus quiz pool of questions. And if I click that checkbox, all the questions would come up. We would select all of them. And then all we would do from there is hit submit. And if there were no questions in the quiz before, they would be after we hit submit. But of course, I don't need to do that at this time because the questions are already where they're supposed to be. So I just showed you that just in case you need that, but I don't expect that you will. So going back, we see everything is right in folder number 1, smooth sailing. Let's do it again with the second quiz, just for the sake of thoroughness. We want to click on week 8. And I remember that there was a academic integrity quiz in here in the master shell. Here I am in the master shell. We click on weekly folder, week 8. And we see after the textbook discussion and before the peer evaluations, there's an academic integrity quiz here. So we need to make sure that there's an academic integrity quiz in this one as well. So again, the process is easy. I'm just going to hover over assessments. I'm going to click on test. And for the existing tests, there's only one left in our menu, the academic integrity quiz. I'm going to go ahead and select it and click submit. Boom. One thing I noticed about the master shell here is everything is in red. See, these words are red. So we want that to be consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and create that red. This one has no description, so I can leave that blank. However, I do recall, if I take a look at the, not that, I want to edit I just want to view the test options in the master shell, make sure I'm recreating them in my new shell. There is the timer has been set for 30 minutes for this one, okay? And then we're prohibiting backtracking one at a time, randomizing questions. I don't want to make any changes to the master shell, but over here in my new quiz, I want to make sure I'm doing all the same stuff. So I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. We're all good there. Okay. I would set the due date appropriately. And then I'm going to go one at a time, prohibit backtracking, randomize, and submit. All right. And now here's the new item down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and drag it up to where it was in my master shell. And then again, I'm not going to call it done until I double check this because I don't want my students to try it out and find it doesn't work. So when I click begin, I want to make sure that the questions are showing up. And sure enough, I see here's question number 1. There's 8 questions total. We are good to go. And again, in the unlikely scenario where we get the, when we click continue and instead of showing us a question, if it says, the test can't be taken because the test contains no questions. That is easily remedied. I'm just going to go to edit the test. And if I find, oh my goodness, there's no questions here, I'm just going to click on reuse questions and I'll click on find questions. And in this case, I would select the academic integrity quiz, select all the questions and click submit, and that would fix it. And then from there, I would click OK down here at the bottom. All right, so at the beginning of this tutorial, this fall 2017-004 section was completely empty and blank. And here at the end of our tutorial, it has everything it needs to have. All of the items that were in the course shell are, that were in the master shell are now in my individual Blackboard course. And I have taken the extra step necessary to create the quiz, which is simply to go assessments, test, and then to select the test that we want from the existing list, which we copied in from the master shell. And that was pretty painless. But of course, as Dr. Brazil sometimes says, your mileage may vary. So if you try this out and you run into some kind of a technical issue, don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'll be happy to put our heads together and get it sorted out. I look forward to a great semester. This ends the Blackboard quiz copying tutorial. Have a great day.